Okay. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I'm not sure where you are, listening to this webinar from. If you are from China or you're from America, well, good morning and good afternoon. My name is Radi Haloub. I'm the program leader for Biotech and Pharmaceutical Management, and I've got here one of the course reps that we have here, Andrea. So, Andrea, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Andrea. I do biotech and pharma management here at
Yeah,
UCL.
yeah. And we also got our colleague here, Adiola. Adiola, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi all. I'm Adiola. I work in the marketing and events sector. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. The webinar is about the biotech and pharmaceutical management. I'm here just to tell you what are, the characteristics of the course, why this course would fit with yours, or maybe it doesn't fit. What we need is basically to help you to make the right decision about whether this what you want to do in the future or not. So I'm leading this course, so you are basically at the right place with the right person to ask questions, and also we've got Andrea here with us to help us in the if there are any questions. I have to say that Andrea has a seminar at 1 o'clock. Am I right?
Yes.
2 o'clock. So she has to leave earlier. So what I will do, I will finish my presentation very, very, very quickly, and then Andrea can answer the questions if you have any questions to Andrea, but you will stay with me until 1 o'clock. Is that all right, Andrea?
Yeah.
Very good. Let me just share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Andrea, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Adiola? Fantastic. Thank you very much. So this is, this program is industry-specific program. It's for biotech and pharmaceutical management. It's probably the only program that is taught for postgraduate students. And this program, it has a vision for those who would like to build their career in biotech and pharmaceutical industry in the future, how to manage the changes, how to become much more engaged with the engines of healthcare industry, which are the biotech and pharmaceutical. Just imagine the world without biotech and pharmaceutical companies, how this will look like. Despite all this, we just teach students how to sustain the industry as well, and how the management side of the industry would play an important role in sustaining the healthcare companies. So who are we? We are the first business school in the world that's dedicated for health. We are basically looking at the next generations, the future leaders in healthcare. I'm not very sure if you can see me, but I'm not. Oh, sorry. You can. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but that's me here somewhere. If you can see me, and all those are your colleagues from, the first cohort. They graduated now. A lot of them, they're already in different pharmaceutical companies. We aim to reimagine global health management, healthcare management, and also we look at the challenges from business perspective. And we also question the status of healthcare management and inspire public good. So this is basically what we are trying to do in in global health, GBSH and biotech and pharmaceutical management. You will see some photos also throughout the presentation. All of these are your colleagues. So next year we'll have more photos for you, Andrea, and your colleagues who joined for this year. Let me just very briefly on the left, I miss my first cohort, Millie. She's now working in a generic pharmaceutical company. She's a business unit manager. Sai is a consultant now. Max in Hoffmann La Roche in Switzerland. So the MSc Biotech and Pharmaceutical Management provide advanced knowledge of the biotech and pharmaceutical sector from business development and management perspective. It is mainly to derive the force or the connection between the science and the business interaction. And the anchor discipline that we have is the pharmacoeconomics. And you have two options after you graduate. You either work in a company of existing biotech pharmaceutical company or a consultancy business, or you probably be able to start your own business. The cost is for local UK students is 18K and international is 32.1. And the start date will be September 24. This course is offered as full-time as part-time. Part-time is subject to visa restrictions. So if you're an international student, you'll probably not be able to join part-time. The entry requirements we have higher than the average postgraduate teaching entry requirements. So we look for 2.1 in the undergrad degree or equivalent. And also, if you have extensive related work experience, we will consider that. We will always read your personal statement. I'll talk about personal statement in 1 minute. And we also look at the English language of IELTS 7 or above, no area less than 6.5. Personal statement is your investment. So please focus on the personal statement. We usually read personal statement. We consider personal statement as a selling point. So why do you want to join the course? Why this course is important to you? Because part of the commitment that you will have from us is relevant to your commitment. So once we have your commitment to the course, it is really important for us to see that commitment clearly and to see the excitement, among the whole team. And again, we've got Candice, Laura. I can't. I think that's Chris. I can't see. But Candice, she's now in Sussex. Laura, she's back to Switzerland. But I'm not very sure if she was looking for a job. But I wrote 2 references for her. But I'm not very sure if she secured one. So who is the program for? You may already work in biotech and pharmaceuticals, but you wish to cross over into management, or you probably would like to work in a consultancy business in a biotech and pharmaceuticals, but you would like to know more about, a specialized knowledge or to be promoted in your existing organization. This versatile degree is ideal for a range of individuals who would like to work in biotech and pharmaceuticals or maybe start up, as I said earlier. Again, you can see me here in the middle. You can see Melly again. You can see Ran, he's from China. I think he went back to China. Max, again, Hoffman LaRoche. Isabella in Germany, and Leo from Germany as well. Both they secured jobs in Germany, a consultancy firm. And Max, I mentioned that to you. He's in Hoffman LaRoche. I think that's Rika. I think so. I can't really see the photo very well. So you will start with 1 week induction. I know my students very well. I'm very, very committed to my students. You will feel that when you join the program. It's a 1 week induction. You will enable students to focus on your personal and professional development. Students are invited to complete an analysis self-paced course on global health before the starting date of the course. You will have about 180 credits. It's 180 credits, 6 compulsory modules, and 15 credits, 1 compulsory 30 credits module, and there will be 2 30 credits projects. Starting from September 2024, we will offer another option module for you. So it's about pharma startup. So that will be an option for you to take, and commercialization of research ideas is another one. So term 1, you will have clinical trials. That's 30 credit modules, and you will have my module by policies and practices, and you will have pharmacoeconomics. And term 2 will be much more business-based modules like supply chain, market and venture capital, and you'll also have the commercialization of research ideas, pharma commercialization, and marketing. And we have the business project where you start up with developing an idea. You present this in groups, and you will also be able to submit this as a business plan. You will have an industry mentor where you will kind of meet with the industry mentor, speak with them, get them to help you. We've got industry mentors for the students, and a lot of them, they connect us with others. So the industry mentors, for example, if you are building a product, in China, they have the industry mentors. They have contacts in China to help the students to write their business plan. The research is a topic of your choice. Combines learning of the programs with desk-based research to create original piece of research. So these are the two projects in term 3. We have also scholarships and funding, Women Health Leaders Scholarship up to £5,000 for female students who demonstrate leadership potential and prepare students to move into senior management or C-suite role or consultancy suite role, or maybe a global healthcare leaders scholarship that is basically offered for students either in the UK, Africa, Asia, or South America. They have exceptional leadership potential in their field and they want to make a difference in healthcare. You need to apply for it after you secure a place in one of these courses that we offer here at GBSH. So UCL participates in a range of graduate taught funding programs. We also have, Commonwealth, Fulbright. We have master's bursaries in the UK. There are loads of scholarships that you can look for. Please look at the websites carefully and also look at UCL's website where you can, look at the available scholarships and what would feed into your profile. Some of these scholarships are conditional, means you have to take one of these conditions and you have to make sure that this is what the funders would need from you. So make sure when you write the application, you tick all the boxes. Career, we've got Career Festival, I think in 2 weeks' time. Pure investment. I'm very keen about your investment. I want your investment to be successful in time, effort, and money. So, so you will have the 1 week induction before the program, and you will have also a visit by the industry representatives. We will have full program of events and job boards, resources, and career workshops. We will have 2 career fairs. So we have one in term 1, as I said, in week 2, and there will be another one in week 6 in term 2. You will have access to industry mentors, health executive in residence. You will also have the students who already graduated. I will usually create a unit. Andrea would tell you about that of professionals in the field, and you can communicate with each other. So career destinations, health consultancy, you might work with the Big Four, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, Ernst & Young, McKinsey, Boston Consulting Group. They're all based here in London, so you can always have access to them. Management rules within Big Pharma. We have access to local big pharmaceuticals. I was a judge in the Pharma Award night the other day, and I've met a lot of people who are really interested in our courses, especially the biotech and pharmaceuticals. We've got Minami. She's from Japan. She secured a job in a consultancy firm. We've got Sophia. She came to the induction. She spoke to us. I forgot her name, but she went back to her home country, and they're all successful now. The extracurricular activities in UCL are really fantastic. We offer student unions, clubs, and societies. We have more than 250 clubs and societies. So you need, I really advise you to look at the website for the student union. There are a lot of activities. I wish I'm a student, so I will just hide between you guys. But it is, I'm sorry I didn't have this privilege. But it is really, from what I hear from my students, that they said the student union is a fantastic source of inspiration and support to UCL students. Life at UCL East. Before I talk about life, I'm not sure how many of you visited London before. But these are where our buildings are. So this is Marshgate. Not sure if you can see my cursor here. And this is One Pool Street, 2 buildings here. So these are owned by UCL, and we usually teach interchangeably between these 2 buildings. And it's a state-of-art facilities. You can see I'm not sure if you can see the Olympic Park on the left side. sorry, on the right side here, that's the canal. It's really nice walking area. Some restaurants are available, you know, in both sides. I think Westfield is behind this as well. So exciting student accommodation here. You know, the East Bank Culture Education Destination is really cool. You know, there's a lot of destinations, a lot of shopping centers around us. 8 minutes from Stratford to St. Pancras International by the fast train. Sometimes they suspended the service, but it wouldn't take you more than 20. Well, I took that yesterday. 28 minutes from Stratford to Euston. And sports facilities use the park and access for local venues as well. The museums in London are, you know, are so amazing. So I would strongly advise you, you know, to take time and spend life in London. London is ranked the top city for students in the UK. I can't disagree with that. This is really, you know, in my opinion, the location of the university in London would give a competitive advantage for learning and would support your learning experience. So we have Bloomsbury, home of UCL, tourist attractions, sport facilities. A lot of people, they would come to London, and it is accessible across the world. It's literally in the middle of the world. So if you are in the west or the east, London is somewhere in the middle where you can always, you know, find your space. Beatrice, that's Beatrice, my lovely student. She's now in Bressumer Squib. I think that's Leo. I can recognize him. I can't recognize a lot. I think that's Millie. So the upcoming events, the Friday the 27th, that's tomorrow. We have Digital Health Entrepreneurship Open Day. We have the Executive MBA Health also on the 8th of November and the 10th of November, UCL MBA Health. There are more events and activities. We try to inspire students as much as we can. That will take me to the end of my presentation. Do you have any questions? Yes, that's Rika. So if you have any questions, just put it in the chat, or maybe if we don't manage to answer your questions, you can always reach out to admissions gbsh@ucl.ac.uk. So I will stop now. I'll stop my stop sharing the presentation. There you go. Can you still see my screen? I think you can. Stop sharing. There we go. There we go. We've got you know, a few attendees here. So do you have any questions for me or for well, we'll start with Andrea. Andrea, what do you want to say before I open the door, open the gate, you know, open the floor for questions?
So the course is exactly how it was described. Like, you see all the different aspects in the biotech. You have the pharmacoeconomics, which is more economics based, and you learn how to evaluate situations in terms of funding and more of like a government perspective in terms of funding. You see, if you want to work in the clinical trials sector, you learn how to do the clinical trials, how they're more efficient, and the different ways you can conduct one. And we also have the biotech practice and policies one, which is like if you're in a firm, like a biotech firm or a pharma firm, how you can make the most competitive strategies and your products more competitive in the market, depending on which market you're in, like where you want to go, generics or, you know, anything you want to do. Like you have all the different aspects in terms of what you want to follow after you finish this course. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, Andrea. Do you have any questions to Andrea? Because I'm aware that she has to go probably in 5 minutes. But do you have any questions to Andrea before she disappears? You can write down on the chat, or maybe we can allow you to talk if you put your hand up.
I can talk about like the personal statement and like the application process, because
Please do, yes.
it is a very stressful process, and you don't have to be excellent. Like you don't have to be an extraordinary student to get in a master's, you just have to be real with your personal statement. Like, make sure you know what you're walking into, like learn about UCL, research about the course, and find out how you fit in the course and what you can offer in the course, depending on experiences, like when you're in school, like how your character and your skills fit into the criteria of the course. So I think the personal statement is very pleasant to write. I enjoyed writing my personal statement because learn about the university, learn about the course, and just tell them how you fit in the course and why you can thrive in it and why you want to be in this course. Yeah, I think that's about it.
That's exactly what I was trying to say. So we have a question here. So Fashimi, is there any laboratory class? How can I find the industry mentors information? It is for my consideration before I apply. How many students do you accept for this program? Is there any interview session in the application process? I guess that's all my all these questions are for me. So to answer your question, so laboratory classes, there are no laboratory classes. Most of the classes that we deliver and seminars and the in the lectures. How could I find the industry mentors information? It is for my consideration before I apply. We usually announce the industry mentors, so let me just try to find the link. I usually announce the industry mentors for my students online and sometimes industry mentors CLGPSH. So here are the student projects. So let me just find the Biotech and Pharma. So I've asked last year to put the industry mentors on the website. I think every year we updated that. So what you will do, we will have a list of the industry mentors and a list of and people in the field that you would receive email from me to say, these are the list of industry mentors and these are their experiences. And we have how many students do you accept for this program? Well, last year we've got 63 students. This year we've got 130 students. I don't think we're going to move more than 100. So we'll probably be capped at 100 for next year. So if you have already received applications so far, from students for next year, which is quite good. Even one of your colleagues who are going to join next year, she came yesterday to the event and she met with us. So so you will see how much excitement there is the program for others. So please make the application as soon as you can. I think we were going to target also 100 students for next year. Is there an interview selection in the application process? No. But if it is needed, like for example, you didn't fit within the criteria, but you have a strong personal statement, or you have industry experience, then we probably ask you for a quick interview. But it is not the general rule of thumb. Okay. Any more questions? To Andrea, at least. I'm aware that you have to go in 1 minute, Andrea, so just give it a minute. Any more questions? There we go. May I ask when the program will graduate from? Can I choose the graduation time? Well, the graduation is, you will get the certificate, a copy of the certificate from Portico by end of November, early December. But the graduation ceremony itself is in the summer 2025 for you. So if you start in September 24, apologies, the summer 26. That's the graduation ceremony. But if you're asking me about if you ask me about the when do you get the certificate will be after we confirm the mark. We've got a question for you, Andrea. What is your consideration to choose this program, and what is your future plan?
Okay, so I did biochemistry for my undergrad, and my plan was always to do research and work in like labs. But after I did my dissertation, I decided I don't want to do that anymore. And in school, I was always fascinated by economics and how it all works. So I thought I'm a verbal person. Like I like to work with people. I like to talk to others when I'm at work. So I thought I still want to stay in the industry where I can use my biochemistry skills so I don't just throw them away. And I also wanted to integrate like the management or economics aspect, which I enjoy. And then I found this, which was the perfect mix of if you have like a biology or biochemical background and you want to move into a more like the management aspect of the industry, or vice versa, if you have like a business background and you want to go into the healthcare sector. That's how I decided to apply here. I just wanted the perfect mix of both my scientific background and my economics background and just blend it together. And my future for the plan, I'm not exactly sure where, like in a pharma firm, where exactly I'm going to work, but I definitely want to go into the pharma industry and work as like consulting or like strategy. But yeah, those are my main plans.
Very good, thank you. Andrea, if I ask you, I'm sorry, that's a question from me now. So where do you find yourself after graduation? Do you want to work in a consultancy company, or what is basically, I know you didn't set the targets yet because we asked everybody to set the targets. So do you want to work in a consultancy firm, or do you want to work in a pharmaceutical company or biotech? Do you want to start your own? One of your colleagues said they want to work with the chain pharmacies, which is quite cool. By the way, it's a different business model. I can talk about the chain pharmacies as well. Probably important for you to understand it. But where do you find yourself, Andrea? Not from academic perspective, you as a person.
I think I would love to go into a pharma company, like big pharma company, like the corporate world, I think is something that I enjoy. I would love to work with clients and like have a one-on-one relationship with my clients and just try and help them out with like my knowledge. And
I can see you're very sociable and you're very approachable. So you have that character. I'm sorry, I'm talking about you now, Andrea. But that's an open discussion for everybody. That you have that type of skill and that fits with your character. It's just what you need is basically what are the main keywords that you have to use when you join the industry. That would be the question, and that you will gain from this course anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Any more questions for Andrea before she leaves? Okay. Andrea, I'm aware that you have to catch the train. Oh, just a minute. One question before you go. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in pharmaceutical in 2000. How big percentage of technical knowledge need in this program? I'll answer that question. Don't worry about it, Andrea. Thank you very much, Andrea, for joining us. I don't want you to put under the pressure for the train. Yeah, but I will see you again in the next open days. So if you have more questions, join us next time. I will answer your question now. Fashmi, I'm not sure if I say your name correctly. Thank you very much, Andrea. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So I graduated my bachelor degree in pharmaceuticals in 2010. So are you a qualified pharmacist? I'm assuming that, like me, I'm a qualified pharmacist like you. So how big the percentage of technical knowledge need for this program? The technical knowledge, when you say technical knowledge, probably you're talking about the scientific knowledge. So scientific knowledge of, is very minimal. What you need is a management skills. Will we learn chemistry or chemical? No, definitely not. You will learn, the management style, and you will learn what you need, what management terms you need in order for you to succeed in this program. I submitted the application like 4 days ago. Well done, fantastic. When will I get a decision? We usually aim to make a decision in 8 to 10 weeks. Maybe shorter. We try to make that 6 to 8 weeks. We have to realize that UCL is a huge university. It's one of the biggest university in UK. We've got, I think, 54 students in the UCL, 54,000 students in UCL. So it all goes to the admissions. The admissions, we're going to sort out the applications. They were going to validate all your certificates. Everything you apply will be validated before it reaches to us. So the process might take a while. And once we receive that, it will take us probably about 2 weeks just to identify. We check why we put 2 weeks. We have a deadline to check probably every week. But if you missed Monday, so for example, I received that on Tuesday, then it will go for the next week. And if anything happens for the next week, maximum we go for 2 weeks. So that will probably take about 6 weeks. But we always promote that this might take 8 weeks. If your submission, if you submitted work is full, means you've got your undergrad certificate, you've got your IELTS. There's nothing in the certificates that most of the questions will go back to you. Say, okay, can you please send us the transcripts? Because we've received the certificate, but we don't have the transcripts. And that will take also more time. So when you submit the application, make sure that you fulfill all the requirements in the application process. If you miss your personal statement, your personal then your application will not be considered until you submit your personal statement or a copy of your passport or some sort of ID. So make sure that you follow up and submit everything you have or you need to submit. Any more questions? So if you don't have any more questions, can I ask you for a favor to write down if this presentation was very helpful and it provides you with what you need. So I will just make sure that you've got everything you need from me. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me or Adiola, or to email us at gbsh admissionsgbsh at ucl.ac.uk to ask the questions that you want. I'm Radi Haloub. I'll be the course leader and the program leader for Biotech and Pharmaceuticals, pharmaceutical management for next year. But again, if you have any questions, follow me on LinkedIn, follow me on Twitter, and you will always find some of these activities that we do that might be helpful and might be relevant for you to understand what we do at GBSH. Thank you very much for attending today's session. If you don't have any questions, I'll give you another 1 minute or 2 minutes just to ask. If we don't find any, if we don't have any questions, we just end this session. Okay. Adiola, I think we have to end the session. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. And I wish you all the best of luck. Adiola, are you here?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Adiola, for your help today. And thank you, everybody. And thanks for all your engagement today. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Good luck. Thank you.